All right, I'm walking here minding my own business. This gentleman stops me. Tell us, why'd you stop me, man? You've been following our stuff. What do you think about what's been going on?
My name is Seamus, guys. I've been following London Real for quite a while, and obviously I've seen everything that happened with David Icke, and then obviously the London Real getting deplatformed, and I was disgusted. So I just stopped writing and I said, "Fucking thank you very much for your work, and really appreciate everything." And
I appreciate it. What do you think about all these people being taken off these major platforms to where we can't hear their voices, and what we kind of assume are these public kind of platforms? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, for me, it used to be, YouTube's reason used to be, we don't want people spreading lots of fake news, and we want to deplatform people who are completely uncredible. But now they're platforming actual scientists and actual doctors, people who work in, and that to me is just insanity that we're getting. I want to listen to these people. I want to listen to all sides of the argument or whatever, and the fact that YouTube are doing that just makes me sick, to be honest.
Yeah, it's weird. I just think that we should listen to all the points of view and then make our decision. I mean, that's kind of what this country was founded on, and great countries of the world is debate. Let's figure out an answer. Let's move forward. But now it's it's almost too dangerous to hear these points of view, and it's weird that someone else is deciding that for us, right?
Yeah, and for me as well, this country, and Europe, we fought for 300 years internally, different people, for liberal democracy, and it seems to me at the moment that these tech companies on the west coast of the US are actually the biggest threat at the moment to liberal democracy, because they're controlling obviously a lot of what we see in here, and they're not being true to what they originally were doing, which was democratizing information. And originally that's what they were doing, and they were good at it. But now it seems that they're starting to close in.
What do you think when they say it's a private company and we have a policy, and if you want to use our service, which is free to you, then you have to respond, abide by our policy? What do you think of that argument?
I mean, it's perfectly fair argument. 100%, it is their platform. They are a private company. But however, now when you see, I think even the government. Our government now advertises a lot of the NHS stuff on YouTube. It's not so much anymore that it seems to be just a private company which you can kind of use and choose as you want. It seems to me that a lot of us are quite highly dependent on these companies. So I don't know, are they quite these kind of private platforms that are free? They are free to use, but I'm not sure that argument holds as much anymore.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I mean, these private companies have become kind of public utilities.
Yeah.
He's right. When you look up any video about coronavirus now, there's an NH ad underneath it. And especially when we're on lockdown, we actually use these services for communication. So it's actually more of a public utility now, and yet you're not allowed to say certain things. And that's the funny thing. If you want to talk about the flat earth, that's okay. But if you want to talk about 5G, coronavirus, or God forbid, I say the word vaccine, that's not okay. And it's just weird how some things are okay and some things aren't. It's obviously not free speech. There's something else going on.
Yeah, definitely. And as I said, the fact that we're now subsidising through our tax YouTube, because you do see the NHS being advertised there and all the time, it does beg the question of, do they need oversight? Because if we're the ones that are going to be paying for it so much. So yeah, I don't think anymore it's just a kind of either use it or don't, abide by our terms or not. They've now expanded so much into our lives that I don't think it's that simple anymore.
Yeah, I think there's an argument to be made. I just wrote an open letter. It's at londonreal.tv/letter if you want to sign it. And I'm asking these questions because we elect our governments, we vote. Yeah. Our eyeballs pay for advertisements. Our data makes these companies worth $1 trillion. And so we can actually collectively ask for some of these changes. I don't think they're crazy. And I think now's the time to, get our legislators to legislate what I call digital freedom of speech. Because, it used to be you could go out to Hyde Park Corner and say what you want. But these days there isn't no Hyde Park Corner anymore. It's actually digitally, and yet it's held by these kind of oligopolies, like you said, in the west coast of California, which kind of dictate policy in London.
Yeah, I mean, Speaker's Corner for me is one of the greatest things about the UK. That's one of the greatest things in Europe, and the fact that YouTube have moved away from that kind of it's just sad, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I find it sad too. We're trying to work with them. We're trying to just get them to just get this information out there. In the meantime, we're creating hybrid platforms like our Digital Freedom platform, where we're streaming these things over here, which are not okay on that platform. So we're finding a way, but the truth is that most people won't see it because it's not on their feeds and it's not on their usual things. So there you go. Final thoughts?
Hopefully YouTube will turn it around and start to free up its platform again, but if it doesn't, hopefully people like Brian will continue to build out these new ones, and we can have again, a free look at everything that's going on.
Yeah, this is the path of progress, right? Maybe it's got to be done. So, dude, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping me.
No problem.
If you're out there and you feel this way, send me some videos. Let me know what you think. But let's keep pushing. And again, we're going to keep streaming this other content on our platform. And let's start a discussion. Let's have a debate about this. And let's move forward. Cool?
Perfect.
All right. Thank you. Peace.